Hi, I'm Sumaru and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I just wanted to build a cozy cottage. And I did. But it's also a plant-obsessed cottage, so there's a lot of clutter going on. I really like it. I think it came out really well. So, like this little blue butterfly over here, let's fly into this video. I actually wanted to build like an autumn inspired cottage. I wanted everything to be like kind of orangey and red and, you know, pumpkins and warmth and just coziness and Halloweeny, but this was one of those cases where what you planned didn't really come out the way that you expected it. So it turned out to be a plant-obsessed cottage instead, and I'm okay with that. I still have like a yellowy, reddish, greenish, like those three. I still have that kind of a combination, and it works. It's just not autumny, but it's cozy. It's cozy, and that's all that counts. I got that across at least. Now, I also wanted to go for like this Tuscany type of wallpaper. I saw like a reference image online, and the cottage that they used, it was kind of like a Tuscan, you know, like style cottage, and I really like that, so that's kind of what I went for. I also don't think that it is that far out of, it still matches in this world, so I'm okay with that. I also went with the island living roofs. In the grass roofing on the island living ones, the Sims team actually made the effort and put the grass on the inside as well, but they didn't do it with cottage living, which is very disappointing. I mean, they've done it before, like 2 years back, like 2 years prior to this expansion pack, or why not just do it again? It's something that you can do. Why don't they just do it with all the roofing? Like, honestly, we have to sit with this white, disgusting, well, it's not even white, it's like a weird grey that we have to look at. And the ceilings, it honestly just destroys all of the screenshots that you are going for, and it's sad. It's horrible. I would obviously like them to give us the option to paint the roofs, but yeah, that's kind of, I think at this point, like wishful thinking. I don't know. I just honestly, it's so disappointing. It's so disappointing, but it is what it is. Let's not complain. But then again, what is a Sims video if there isn't like at least one complaint? So, I don't know. So yeah, starting to like clutter up the living area. As you can see that I'll place a lot of like plants. I liked that the fireplace is like covered with plant life. I think it looks really cute. The view from behind the couch is just amazing. I also placed a lot of that sunflower like painting. It just worked. It just worked. I also like that. I think it's like a tangerine tree or something. I use it in my land grab like manner reimagining, and I really like it. I think it works. I don't actually think that you will be able to grow the fruit inside the house, but it's okay, it's The Sims. Nobody cares. Just like, I don't think you should place a lot of plants around a fireplace, but that's okay as well. It's The Sims. You can do whatever you want, and that's okay. That's why we play this game. It's amazing. I wanted the dining area to be in the living space. So that's why at this point it's kind of like, it feels smooshed, but everything works. I don't know. I just really wanted to go for like a cluttered, cozy vibe. I like the red doors. I just like all the red little accents with the green and the yellow and the browns. It really works. This isn't necessarily like the style of house that I would just build for myself, but I'm trying to like branch out, even though my color scheme it's kind of the same as everything else that I do. But still, I'm branching out when it comes to different styles of homes. And this cottage, it really surprised me. So you are going to see like a massive jump in the kitchen here, where you would just see that all of a sudden it's cluttered. I took forever trying to get pieces out, so I just edited that out because that part of the video was very messy. So I will show you the kitchen clutter when I do the tour at the end of the video. I'm moving over to the bathroom. This bathroom is very plain and basic, especially with like the type of bathrooms that I usually make, but I like it. I mean, I don't think this type of house would have like an elaborate bathroom. I also place that calendar on the door. It is still functional, like you can still walk through it, even though when the door opens, the calendar would be there, but that's okay, it's okay. My gran always had like a calendar behind her bathroom door with everybody's birthdays like written on it, so that was kind of my inspiration for that. I feel like this person also has a calendar with birthdays in the bathroom. I don't know. It's very weird. But I guess my gran liked to, I don't know, do her business and think of people's birthdays. It's very it's very odd. Now we went over to the the bedroom area. I went with a yellow bed and then I gave them this green and red like accent, and it works. This room looks so cozy as well. I'm gonna say cozy a lot because that is what this house is. This house is just cozy. It just gives off cozy vibes. I pushed the bed in the corner. It just made a little bit more sense with my side table that I wanted to place. I also don't mind that it's in the corner. Your Sims can scoot, and they kind of like patch that, like fix that patch, so they actually do scoot every time that I've tried though. Like I haven't had any issues. Now, this upstairs like eagle eye, eagle's nest, eagle eye. Like what am I talking about? This little eagle's nest thingy, this lofted space. I made this like the TV area. It's very cute. I would love to just sit here and watch horror movies. Like honestly, I think this is one of my favorite spots in the house. I also give them like my favorite little TV from Eco Lifestyle, the one that you can get out of the trash. I just love that TV. It's just so cute, and I think that it matches in this house as well. I didn't want to go with like a bigger TV. I just felt like it didn't really suit the house, so I went with that. I've been using that TV a lot in my builds these days though, surprisingly. I then also just add some red accents with like the curtains, and now I'm going around adding the actual lighting that I'm going to use in the house. So I use a couple of lighting, like some from Hemsworth and Bagley, and then just, I think the other one is, actually don't know, is it Eco Lifestyle? It might be, the one that I use in the bedroom. Now there's another time jump coming now in the kitchen where I just placed everything down, all my clutter things that I'm gonna use, and then I actually show myself like placing this. This one was a little bit more organized than the actual kitchen clutter, so this worked quite well. I also like placing things on top of the fridge. Like, I placed that crock pot and then the chilies. It just makes the room look a lot busier as well. I then, under the table there, I add the decoration. The seasonal decoration, like, box thingy. I just felt like they probably just store it there. It's not really in the way, and I like the way that it looked. Now finally we're going outside. So I immediately placed a pond with this beautiful, like, I don't know, like mossy water texture. I think that just adds a lot. I don't want to go with clear water. I don't Just didn't think that it would make sense in this world or on this lot. So, as per usual, I just map out where I want my plants to be. I kind of struggled with this garden, actually, like, surprisingly, because I'm usually really, like, comfortable when it comes to garden layouts and, like, placement and where I want everything to go. But not today, no. Like, the initial planning of, like, my terrain paint, that went really well. Like, I kind of like the way that the beginning of this lot looks, like where the stone is, like, all scattered. I go in there and I just place some more extra, like, dirt detail, and yeah, that was fine. It was with the actual planting and choosing what plants I want to use. So this part here, this looks so good, like how that just blends in. But in the end, I think it came out really well. It's very, very, very cluttered, the garden, and it's like flowers everywhere. I use the Monstera from Jungle Adventure a lot, and I don't actually know if that will grow here. It grows in South Africa and it's really hot here, so I'm quite sure that it will grow in this area as well. Even though I think this is a lot more wetter, I don't know. But it's The Sims, it doesn't matter. So yeah, I'm just placing all the flowers on the wall, as you can see. Like, I went a bit crazy, so I just cleared out some, and then I just went in with like the normal plain wall, like, growth thingy from Get Together. I don't actually use the actual ivy that comes with the pack, except for that, like, grape type of ivy. I didn't want to use the spreaded out ones. I use them a lot, and I just like the way that this, like, full flower look, like, kind of looked on this house. So that's what I went for. I then just go around also placing all these large bushes. I place a lot of them together, kind of to form like a larger patch. Now, I do place some chickens, as you can see, and then over that little patch of where the chickens is, I like add the, I think it's like pine cones, so I just spray some pine cones over it. I think it just adds, I mean, chickens are dirty, and I think that pine cone texture just adds a lot. Also, there's a lot of woohoo bushes. You can choose where and wherever you want to woohoo in this place. That's always a bonus. I mean, even though it's only Michaela here, but the option is there. I also place a lot of like ducks, and I go around and I place a lot of like mosquitoes and insects and all kinds of things in this house. So you can see that the garden is coming to an end. I'm just going around adding some extra flower bushes, and then I'm going to go around the pond and I'm just going to add some grass. Just make that area look alive after I place the rocks, obviously, because you need some stones in this garden. It just wouldn't make sense without it. It's like a natural grown garden. I just felt like she just threw seeds everywhere, the person that lives here, and then they actually like look after it. Like, I don't know. And then you have a little fishing spot. We are getting close to the end of the build, so let's quickly jump in and I'll show you around. Okay, here we are back in the game. Michaela's back here playing chess. This beautiful little like garden spot. This like has to be so relaxing. Like, honestly, I would love to live here. Our little chicken coop. Now you can see all the ducks, and there's like a lot of mosquitoes and dragonflies and all kinds of like animal life going on. Just go into live mode. As you can see, this place is like vibrant with life. I also put like mosquitoes and things like that all over the garden. So yeah, if this was real life, You'd have to have some bug spray while living here. But I think it's like natural. I think there would be like all kinds of like bugs and things like everywhere, especially mosquitoes. I mean, there's like a massive pond like right outside the house. So here's our floor plan. Very basic. Very basic. I really like the pillars that I added. I also don't mind that pillar goes through that window. I think it still looks good. You can't see it from the outside, so I don't mind. Now, here's the beautifully cluttered kitchen. I love the way this came out, and the little kettle. It's my favorite part. Let's hope the kitchen doesn't like burn down with the kettle on it. I wonder if it's still functional actually. I think it is. I forgot to actually check. And then this absolutely beautiful little view. Like, how cozy does this look? Like, honestly, this looks amazing. And the bedroom. Also, like a color scheme that I wouldn't usually go for, but it just works. And then the little bathroom. But you saw that. It's very basic. That's like the basicest bathroom like ever. I'm not even gonna show it. And then our little movie, like, Eagle's Nest nookie thing. Whatever you want to call it. It's very cute. I love this. I never use this couch. It's too specific. And they never match in my actual gameplay and the houses that I typically build for myself. So, but I was quite glad, and it actually works really well in this space. But thank you so much for staying the entirety of this video. I hope you liked it. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this build. Also, I would like to know what type of builds you would like to see more of me as well. So, like and subscribe. I post daily, and then I will see you all again tomorrow. Goodbye.